Yamcha is typically considered a meme character within the Dragon Ball franchise. But what if we put him in a universe like Attack on Titan? Then he'd be an unstoppable force. He'd stop the rumbling, annihilate everything in his path, and no being in that universe would stop him. Now say we put him up against stronger opponents like Aang, Batman, or Mark Grayson. How will he fare? Today, that's what we're gonna find out. So let's look at the stats of Yamcha during the Cell Saga and beyond. His power level seems to be that at his base form, he can annihilate a very large planet. On top of that, his Kamehameha technique allows him to scale even higher than that, to the point where he's a small star level threat. His speed is faster than light in combat and flight. But his main weakness, however, is that he's very overconfident and cocky during battle. This leads him to make easy tactical mistakes. With these amazing stats, Yamcha has the potential to be a significant threat or even a potential hero within these different universes. The way I'm gonna organize this list is in 5 different tiers. Now let's start from lowest to highest. The first tier, Yamcha wins easily, means that in a fight between these two characters, Yamcha would easily win against the character without any problems. The next tier, struggles and loses. This means that the character has high enough stats or good enough feats to actually give Yamcha a true challenge. However, they're still gonna struggle against Yamcha and eventually lose. Close fight tier. This means that the character actually has enough stats and feats to not only give Yamcha a challenge, but to actually compete against him. What this basically means is that this could go either way, so either Yamcha could win or the other character could win. Struggles and wins. This tier essentially means that the character is strong enough to beat Yamcha, but he's still gonna struggle with him. And at the top of the tier list, Yamcha loses easily. This essentially means that all characters within this tier will absolutely destroy Yamcha without having any problems whatsoever, as their feats and stats are so high in comparison to his stats. Now let's finally get started by ranking these characters based on how well they do against Yamcha. So the first character going up against Yamcha is going to be Aang, and he's going to go right here. Despite having the proficiency of all the elements and the capacity to destroy mountains and moons, Aang is not able to match the sheer force and sheer speed of Yamcha. Yamcha can casually blow up a large planet in his base form and travel even faster than light, while Aang just travels hypersonically. Aang is going to be outmatched by Yamcha's speed and brute force, and he's going to be overwhelmed and overpowered by Yamcha. Arthur Morgan is going to go right here. Yamcha can casually dodge bullets. Arthur Morgan's main trait is his strength and his gunslinging abilities, but if Yamcha can dodge bullets and basically blow up a large planet, there's no competition, so he's gonna go right here. Okay, this is gonna be a very interesting one. Batman is gonna go right here, because it really does depend on the situation Batman is in with Yamcha. To be more specific, Batman is known to be able to defeat anything, including cosmic level threats, just by extensive preparation and strategy. So let's talk about some examples. Those include Superman using his kryptonite powered armor, Clayface by using tailored chemical agents to immobilize him, and even the Batman who laughs by doing something crazy like injecting himself with Joker toxin to anticipate his moves. So now let's talk about how Batman's fight with Yamcha could go down. With extensive preparation time, Batman is able to make something that can counter Yamcha's abilities and skills. Although this may be a long shot, if I'm being honest, it's still possible because he's done it with multiple villains, more powerful than Yamcha. Batman is capable of making a suit or a gadget that can do low multiversal damage, which can overpower Yamcha's attacks. The main problem for Batman, however, is that he's still a human with very low durability compared to other superheroes, which ranges around small building level. And all of Yamcha's attacks are large planet level attacks to even solar system attacks with the Kamehameha move. Thus, one hit from Yamcha could kill Batman instantly. And to top it off, Yamcha is also a master martial artist with a very large planet durability. So Batman can't just use his martial arts skills to beat Yamcha because it won't do any significant damage to him, and Yamcha will be able to match Batman's moves, putting Batman in huge risk. If Batman executes perfectly, then he'll beat Yamcha eventually. But one tiny mistake and Batman's cooked. Up next, we have Doomguy. He's easily going to be at the top. So let's mention Doomguy's power scaling. For context, Doomslayer has fought and destroyed reality-warping multiversal demons across infinite timelines. This easily makes him a complex multiversal threat with immeasurable speed and durability. But the thing that makes Doomguy unique is the fact that he has the strength to defeat anything with his bare hands, and he doesn't need the use of weapons, but he deliberately uses them just for the fun of it. He can tear through armies of demons and the strongest entities within his universe with his bare hands. Doomslayer's durability has allowed him to resist existence erasure and casually paced attacks. Now Yamcha may be strong on the solar system scale, but for sure Yamcha does not have the durability to withstand the Doomslayer's attacks and brute strength. Because of this, Yamcha will be torn apart before he can even react. Geralt is gonna go right here, right above Arthur Morgan and Dexter. With Geralt's science magic and alchemy potions, these provide him with building level destruction power with enhanced reflexes. However, it's still not enough to face against Yamcha. Yamcha's attack potency and durability is just overwhelmingly too much for Geralt to handle, and a casual energy burst will incapacitate Geralt. Now there's Harry Potter. Harry Potter is gonna go right behind the Witcher. Before Harry can even do Expelliarmus, Yamcha will just blitz through the field and do a minimal key sensing ability. Guts. Guts is gonna go right here in this tier, right above the Witcher. Even with the Berserker armor and Dragon Slayer sword, Guts still operates at a multi-city block level with supersonic speed capabilities. But Yamcha can move with blinding speed, effortlessly dodge every single sword strike, and defeat Guts with a casual Kai-enhanced strike. As much as I love him for his character and his struggle, he just can't compete with Yamcha because of the power scaling. Ichigo. He is gonna go right here, and I'm gonna explain why. Now the reason why Ichigo will defeat Yamcha after some struggle, because in the final arc his Getsu Tensho reaches multi-galaxy destructional power and his combat speed hits massive faster than light levels. This allows him to potentially one-shot opponents that are at Yamcha's level, so maybe Krillin, Tien, and so forth. Now Yamcha may possess superior key manipulation techniques and even more disciplined martial arts skills, but Ichigo's raw power is just way too much for Yamcha. So Ichigo's relentless sword combinations will gradually overwhelm Yamcha's defenses, and through sustained combat, Ichigo's hollow enhanced regeneration and quantity abilities give him the endurance edge. This allows him to push through Yamcha's key attacks and land a decisive Getsu Tensho move that defeats the experienced martial artist in a hard-fought victory.